Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Jonathan back again with the weekly scuffle, and I'm here to talk about the Jaime Mungia versus John Ryder fight that we got coming up this weekend and give my predictions on the fight and how I see it going. And honestly, I think this fight clearly sets up one thing, and it would be a Jaime Mungia versus Canelo Alvarez fight. That has been rumored for Canelo's next fight. I'm not sure exactly how that would work with the Zone and Golden Boy having the rights for Mungia's fights and PBC having the rights for Canelo's fight. So I don't know if there's a work around that or if the promoters are even down to work around that. But at the same time, I do think this fight provides some sort of insight on how a Canelo versus Munguia fight could go because I think while John Ryder isn't necessarily Canelo, he does pose some same similarities, same size. He does come forward, he will fight you. Of course, he's nowhere near the talent of Canelo as we saw when he fought Canelo, and Canelo dominated that whole match. I thought Canelo really put it on him. The only thing Canelo didn't do was get him out of there, which a lot of people discounted Canelo, but at the same time, John Ryder is no joke. He isn't a super world class boxer, but he's been at the top level. He's fought all the top guys, and you know he's been around the block and he knows a thing or two. So I think a John Ryder victory isn't nothing to scoff at, and I do think this is Jaime Mugia's toughest test. I could see an upset here very easily. Jaime Mugia's last fight was a battle against Sergey Derevyanchenko, and honestly, I think that fight really showed a lot about Mungia. It really showed that he could dig deep when the going gets tough. He did knock out Derevyanchenko or knock him down in the 12th round. And honestly, I think that was probably his career best performance to date. And I think it was a welcoming into the 168-pound division. So this fight, his second fight at 168, it could be very well a setup fight for the Canelo Alvarez fight. And I think it's going to be a tough one. But with John Ryder coming forward, I do expect this to be a war. With that being said, I think both fighters are gonna really put it all on the line. And while I don't think that a KO is gonna happen necessarily, it would not shock me at all if Jaime Munguia comes out and knocks out John Ryder, and it just sets up a Canelo fight perfectly. But with that being said, I think that my official prediction will be Jaime Munguia either by UD or split decision. I think this fight could be very competitive or it could be very one-sided. I think it really depends on how real Jaime Munguia's power is at 168. He's had one other fight at 168, and while he did get a knockdown, it wasn't finished. So I think we're set in for an old classic barn burner. But with that being said, we'll see how all this plays out and see you next time. Peace.